Now Google Ads. So this is going to be a monster. There's a lot of things. There's, as you can see on the left, a few specifics. We're going to talk tactical, how to use AI to help you go faster. There's tracking. So we need to connect Google Ads, events, conversions, import them, create the right campaign, etc. Set up the campaign. There's tips, and if you're struggling to get impressions, what you might be doing wrong. And then at the end, there's a quick recap checklist of a lot of things just to go through the whole 30 page, but then I have to add like an SOP in the middle, so it's going to be like 50, probably 50 pages long. So this one's a big one. There's a lot of information, a lot of resources, and there's going to be a lot of videos for that part because yeah, it's a big. The landing page was probably heavy and a little complicated. This one is heavy, just a lot of and more technical, right? So, but that's part of it. If you want to get that free Google ad money, you need to do things right, and that's what I'm going to show you. So, just as a quick example, so this is one account that's running. This is a new one, as you can see. This is today. So today so far it's spent $200. This account I started it early April, so if I'll show you like I think it's started like less than 2 weeks ago. As you can see when it starts spending. All right, so it started on the 22nd. Before that we spent nothing. So 22nd, just make it more pretty. So 23rd, as you can see, now it's optimizing. At the beginning, there was more click, more impression because I had not set up a real conversion event. So anyway, so now Google is like playing around trying to optimize. It takes a few weeks for Google to optimize, so don't worry too much. And as you can see, this is normally this doesn't happen. Normally it takes up to a few weeks to spend the whole $329 a day. That's the most you can spend. But actually, I've been spending it since day one. As you can see, this doesn't show, like as you can see, 328, 31, 29, 20, 35, 28, 20, 40, 28, 28, 31, and then that's today. So you can see I'm spending the whole budget every single day. I'm getting clicks, impressions, and I have a pretty good click-through rate. I'm going to talk about all of that, but just wanted to show you what that looks like. And actually real again, and it's even though you created the account in Canada, you still get US dollar as the spend. So it's real, it works. And here we have just show you goals, and then conversions, right? So I hadn't set up conversions. Conversion is my conversion is them getting getting access to our Google Doc, which is the ebook. So this is not the entire, because I set up the conversion like day 3. So I'm getting like around 20 conversions a day, but it's not optimized. Like it's, for example, 40. Like this day was more 40. It's a little less now, like 22 the next day. It varies. It's more expensive on the weekend for what I've seen, but this is 2 days. So I'm getting around 20 something conversions, but it's still optimizing. And one thing you can do is upload your own audiences and stuff, and so it'll do a really good job. But I just wanted to, like, right now I'm just showing you overall that it's actually spending, it's tracking, it's getting conversions, and then what's in the next few videos I'm going to show you all the things, but this is just a quick overview introduction. Right, so I like to start with one landing page because I know a little bit more what to do, so I just use one. I recommend you can start with just one and try to spend as much as possible. You want to spend your whole budget, like even if it's not every day you don't spend $329 a day, you don't get it back. So literally, the more you wait, you're just not spending the money you could be spending. And Google's not like Amazon, it's not like Facebook. Sometimes it takes longer to spend the money. Like as you can see, it started spending $329 a day one. It's a keyword that has a decent amount of searches and stuff, but still, it's really spending a lot, so that's good. I like to start with one campaign because I have just one objective for this. So start with one campaign, one ad, one landing page, just so it's faster and so you can start spending and get data. Now after that, if you want to optimize, if you want to do more, that's fine, but just make sure you're at least doing one of these, one landing page, one campaign, to start spending. These are some of the websites. You've already seen this one. This one is Analyze Keywords. SEMrush, if you want to go deep into SEO and competitor, etc., this is great. I don't use it at the moment. Neil, this one's great. Ubersuggest, it's free. You don't get a lot of information, but it can work. Answer the Public, I like it because it gives you what people are searching for. Transparency, I showed you already. PageSpeed, so this, you want to test your website, you want to have at least 70. Like if it's not 70 in terms of page speed, it's problematic. You want to have 80 to 90 plus. Most of the time the problem is the images that are too big. So reduce that on save. This, you can enter your domain to make sure it's indexed in Google and it show up. If it's not, if it's a new domain, you can do that. It takes a few seconds, like 2 minutes. Google Analytics, which we'll create later in the next few videos. And Keyword Planner, which is obviously what you want to use to look at search volume. That's real data directly from Google. So it's you can trust it. And then if you need help in setting up your, I'm going to walk through everything, but I'm not like a Google Analytics expert. I'm not even like a Google Ads expert because I normally don't run my own ads. I'm doing now to show you and test and stuff, but I have all my other accounts I don't touch. I don't look at, I don't do anything because once they're set up, they're running. Usually you don't have to change much. But this guy, I've personally used him to help me with a few different things because Google Analytics 4, I hadn't used it before, it's changed. Google Ads, they usually change names and things, they add new things, they remove things, and sometimes it gets confusing. So if you want to save time, this guy, Chris, he's a great guy. If you want him to do anything, I did a consult with him just for a few questions of things I wasn't sure. I think it's like $100 an hour for 30 minutes. Well worth it. If not, he can actually do it for you. He has packages on Fiverr, like a few $100 for different things. But if you want to save time, if you want to do it right, I recommend. I don't get anything from this guy. I don't get whatever. You don't need to say I sent you. He doesn't know me. I've used him once, but he's I vouch for his knowledge and stuff. So if you want to use him, if you have another guy you want to use, that's fine. I just wanted to give you someone that's actually I vetted personally and recommend. These are some Google grants. Like these are what Google tells you. So they're included here. You want to have at least, like, to be honest, I used to do this. I don't do it anymore. I have one campaign, one ad group, one ad for the most part. And it's super simple. Single keywords are not allowed, but you don't want to run them because they're usually, they're way too vague anyway. Keywords might be on mission. Listen, that's why you want to do your nonprofit as specific to what you're selling, because this way your keywords will be around your mission anyway. Maintain a 5% click-through rate. This is important. If you don't, the thing is, if you have a low click-through rate, it means your ads are not good. And if your ads are not good, it means you're not going to be spending your whole budget every day, because Google sees like this person's, if you're under 5%, we're just not going to show your ads because they're not converting anyway. And so if you want to have, like, if you look at this site, I don't know what my conversion rate is, approximately. I have to check. I don't even remember where to look at, but you can easily find it. Like if you go to overview and see my impressions, you can divide click by impression. So I have 12. So I'm like 12.5% conversion. On average, I'm over 10, which is really good. So you want to have at least, if you have 10+% conversion, you're gonna do great. Then your ads will spend more, you're gonna show up more, etc., etc. So that's important, and that's mainly with the headline and like the ad part, which we'll create later. That's where, so you have that's what's gonna have the biggest impact. The landing page, obviously, you want to have the keywords on the landing page that you're using for the ad, but what's driving the click-through rate is mainly the ad. Keyword, you just want to have keywords that have that are not low quality score. If they're low quality score, it means that they don't match your landing page and your ads, which just don't put them in. And if you have keywords that are not spending, that have low clarity score, just delete them or pause them, because it's going to impact the score overall of the performance of the ad. Geo-targeted, you want to target like US. I target like the US entirely. If you're selling elsewhere, you can target elsewhere, but I recommend just like US. If you know, for example, that you only have customers in the South, or you're whatever, then you can target these states, but I would start with US, because you want to spend your whole budget. So if you narrow it down too much, you may not spend the whole entire thing. This site extensions, I used to put a bunch of them. I personally, at the moment, I use I don't think I have any in my ad. So if you want to start an ad without them, that's fine. The thing is, if you search for something, usually you'll see the ad and they have like links under the ads, so they show a bunch of stuff. I don't like that much, because I don't want people to go to the other links. I just want them to click on the main one. The only advantage is that if you do this, it pops out more, and you can have different. You would have to create multiple landing pages, so in case they want to see other landing pages. What I recommend is just start with no site links at the moment. Like I used to recommend this, but this is if you know what you're doing, if you run Google Ads before, if you know exactly, like, just then create them, you know what you're doing. If not, don't do it for now, right? Because I want to make this as easy as possible for you. This account does not have any site links. Google called them assets now instead of extension, instead of extension, which is annoying because they keep removing stuff. I will never call them assets. I'll take a stand on that. But anyways, you want to do conversion tracking, which I will show you how to do. So don't worry, we're not going to cover that here. We'll cover it later. Google will send you an annual survey. They used to. It's been a few years since they did, but if you receive one, fill it out, right? This, I told you, ad groups, that's outdated, so don't worry about that. That's because the thing is that's in their policy, so I included it, but it's not really important. Now, expert mode, I can't show you what it is because I'm already on expert mode. So once you switch to expert mode, you cannot go back. But expert mode is what you want because you can see everything in the account. If you don't do expert mode, they just show you like the basic stuff. So don't do that. Now, let's later down. All right. I'm gonna leave that here. I'm gonna come back to it later. This is just some fundamental stuff to help you understand the basically more tactical when you're creating your ads, which to be honest, I don't even look at it. I just copy it, put it in the prompt, and let AI just build my ads. Literally everything I did for this little case study, I didn't write anything myself. It's all AI. The ads are AI. The landing page is AI. The product is AI. and just, you don't need to do that. I'm just showing you can do it 100% with that. Here I have some stuff which I'll cover later in the just AI session, but this will create you 20 different ads for your landing page. And how it works, I'll show you later, but the concept is you give context about what your company is, what the goal of the ad is, what the search term is. You copy paste your landing page, literally select the landing page, copy. It doesn't matter about the formatting, doesn't matter. And then you create fundamentals is this part, the tactical. You copy this, you put it in at the bottom here, and then this is the prompt, and it's going to give you 30 ads or 20 ads. You can get more or less if you want by changing this. I'm just going to highlight it, right? And then just to show you a couple things, right? We're going to cover how to set up your account, how to do the tracking. There's all the SOP, but I'm going to film and show you at the same time. Conversion, import Google Ads, blah, blah. You're going to set up campaign with you. Here I'm going to actually, I need to film this, so don't worry, it'll be there whenever you get the document. Ad extension, just a little bit more information about ad extension, what each of them do, etc. And then if you're struggling to get impression, I'll show you how to fix that. And then quick recap right here. So yeah, that's just an introduction. Don't worry, I'm going to actually cover what to do in the next videos.